So this tenant, he is my former friend's Bulgarian friend who passed away, tenant, and he's walking back and forth every 10 minutes, and he's bringing those racks. So all day long, he wakes up about 12 o'clock and as late until 10 p.m. he is walking in, walking out, walking in, walking out, and then he is driving those rackets somewhere. So I asked him, hey, what's going on? So I asked him what's going on. Why are you walking back and forth every 10 minutes? Oh, I have insurance job. Right. But here's the thing that really upsets me. So my former good friend, not involved with anything, and her mother thought she died in very suspicious circumstances. She was Bulgarian immigrant who did not have any computer skills whatsoever. My ex-husband would help her because she would get in trouble with police, like she had cats and like, you know. So my ex-husband would help her write, you know, like all these police-related matters. So on her, I found like dozens, maybe 100. You know, on her name, all types of instruments, mortgages, deeds, tenant evictions. Like she was computer illiterate, and she died in very suspicious circumstances. She choked on a pill. And then now that apartment belongs to Karen Duffy, synthetic identity. No one lives there, and I see all weird of notices of commencement. But her daughter, Sylvia Atanasova, and her daughter, so basically the granddaughter, Monica Taskova, FBI raided her home, her daughter's boyfriend home, the granddaughters, who was Kuwaiti national, and I suppose that was for the gun trade. So you have Kuwaiti gun trade connection. Now, one day, supposedly, I receive presents from, you know, Sylvia Atanasova, which is some suspicious catnip. Well, because I was friends with her daughter, again, this was my neighbor. She died from brain cancer. She knew nothing about any of these schemes, what's going on. And her mother, who also died in suspicious circumstances, also not involved. But Sylvia Atanasova and her husband, they are involved in a way that, you know, like they are the ones that have like these foreclosure type of services, accounting companies. I see interesting, weird formatted deeds and real estate instruments being recorded by that company. So that family is suspicious, you know, and that family now, it even makes me more suspicious about the death of, you know, this old owner who liked cats. I took one of her cats after she passed away. Her name is Coco. So after I received presents from Sylvia Atanasova, that catnip, I give that catnip to my cat, and cat starts bleeding while peeing. And all of a sudden, like, she starts bleeding and peeing and stuff. At the same time, you have this Haitian girl who comes here during nights, turns on the loud music, very loud music, so I can call police. Like, she stands there. So yeah, like one time I called, and you know, like, that's how you know that these police calls, like, they have certain line for these like DAO police calls, meaning where they can get like money going on through staged accident police report, because then the police is answering very thoroughly. They're asking, are guns involved? How does she look like? But when my friend Vicente Gonzalez from apartment 2, who died in very suspicious circumstances when real estate developers, tenants were partying for 2 weeks next by, when I called then, asking them to come because the senior is right there, and then he was found dead, like how did these tenants, they could not smell that he's dead for 2 weeks? Then police did not come. They told me, oh, you call us all the time about similar things, so we will not come. But for like some Haitian girl, like putting music there, like all of a sudden police is so attentive, like want to know all those details, Like they are transferring me to different phone. Like this is FCC violation. You cannot have a phone line corrupted that way. When you need, some type of crypto type of bribe being done, or for money laundering purposes, that you will forward my call to that line. This is FCC violation. So at the same time, this girl, when my cat starts peeing like crazy after that catnip, I did not connect those two things together then. So I find this like next to me, the pet shop, the vet. And I go there, and then they started like dragging me like all these like strange, like, oh, come back, oh, the pills, oh, like, and it's like $600 there, $600 there, and like, and they are telling me that she needs a surgery, she has stones. And I wrote a review. I wrote a review on Google Review, this is something wrong here, because they are just taking money out of me, telling me that the cat cannot pee for the exam, when as soon as I pick up the cat, it pees. So they called me right away saying, oh, no, it's okay, come, and they're like, just leave the cat for a day and she's gonna be fine. And they shaved her lap, and they put some medicine, and after that, cat stopped peeing. And while I was taking the cat there, it's on the 9th Street, I see this Haitian girl, she's like following me, making sure that I go to that clinic. So then I got and they prescribed this medication that is with antibiotics, not medication, but the food. And that food is only sold at this one store, nothing else, just that one. It's super expensive food. So I had my mom's credit card and was not accepting on that website. So I asked if they can order through, like I give them the card and they order it. And they order it. And then I look at my account and I see that there is a second set of transactions, because this is a recurring order that I placed. So every time I make I would, have that pet food for her, for the cat, to be processed, there would be a second order that is shadow order. Obviously, I would just get one order. Then with my doctor, I had like this health marketplace after COVID. After I lost my job at cruise lines, I qualified for a health marketplace package insurance. So I got my insurance, and I was routed to a specific provider. So now there I see that every time, like I have a telehealth appointment with my doctor, I talk to her, and then she sends me the prescription that I need to verify, and I need to enter my date of birth. And when I'm making a payment, like specialist payment, before I have that also, like that screen where you enter credit card info, it goes twice. Like the first attempt is always unsuccessful. And then what is interesting, that I was called Christian Michaels. I was called by that doctor appointment scheduling team, and also by my mortgage servicer. And by the way, for my mortgage servicer, I see 3 different lender names on my credit report. So that's how I'm going to prove to federal government that DAO is integrated in all what connects you with the address, that you have to put your address and that routes you somewhere, is all related to DAO. There is a DAO shadow infrastructure going on. Every time you place a prescription order, when you have a mortgage, You go to that, there is a second level of transactions, and this is under like this second name. And I looked at the Golden Dreams condominium apartments, old deeds and mortgages like from 20, 30 years ago, and I see that the name of the owner all of a sudden would appear with another one. So like unrelated name, like my former landlord, Christian Hillstrom. So now I see she was foreclosed. She never lived here, but I was her tenant and I never got any notifications. Now I see that she has 3 types of foreclosures, and my name is also there as a tenant. 3 types, 3 variations. So she's Kristen Hillstrom, then she is Chris without the last 3 letters, Hillstrom, and then she is Doris Hillstrom. So for me, it's Christina Vega, Christina with K and CH, and then I'm Vegas.